relate pressure and concentration man. So when we have the gas law, PV equals nRT, di ba? Naman na diri asam one. Because ano siya, PV equals nRT. Okay. So this is your pressure. This is your pressure. That's P. Then we have V here. So ang P can be equated using this one. So P would be, P is equal to N RT over V. Over V. Now, N over V, that is your concentration. N is equal, the unit of N is your mole, then volume. Then we have volume, which is liters. So we have a concentration there. So also a concentration N over V is equal to, ansa? What class? When we have this formula, PV equals nRT, so NV is equal to
P
Kuan, ma'am.
RT
P times RT
Concentration, ma'am.
RT.
over RT.
Oh,
P over.
moles, ma'am.
RT.
Concentration lagi, ma'am.
Okay, so that is P over RT. Okay, so this one is your concentration, and R over RT, and P over RT is the your concentration. So from this formula we can get the concentration, and at the same time we can get the pressure. So we can we can conclude that our pressure and then our concentration has relationship. So they are related also. So that's why we can write, we have Kp, and then we have also Kc, then we have Kp, then we have also Qp, then we have also Qc. Okay, so that's it. Now, always take note that the value of R, okay, that's constant. So you memorize ninyo na the value of R. Okay, so we have here the value of R is 0.0821 liter atmosphere per mole per Kelvin. Now, unsa tong nagamit po tag value sa R? Okay. So, in our previous chapter, we also used the value of R, but 8.314 joules per Kelvin mole Kelvin. Okay. So, it's constant gihapon na siya class. The same ra gihapon na 8.314 joules per mole Kelvin. Just that the unit there is, ano man, the unit is joules mole Kelvin, and while here is liter atmosphere mole per mole Kelvin. So, times na niya og kaning kuan class, conversion factor. Okay, so we have here a chemical engineer injects limestone calcium carbonate into the hot flow gas of coal burning power plant for form lime calcium oxide, which scrubs SO2 from the gas and forms gypsum. Find Kc for the following reaction if CO2 pressure is in atmosphere. Okay, so given that, okay, so we have Kp is this one. We have the value of Kp, and then we are going to find Kc. Okay, so we will only use the formula class. So Kp is equal to Kc times RT raised to the power of n. Now we have our K. The value of Kp is 2.1 times
Given.
10 to the negative 4. Okay, it's given. Then also the value of R is given. Then the value of T also is given. Now, class, temperature at equilibrium, class, at equilibrium, temperature is constant. Okay, at equilibrium, temperature is constant because if it's not constant, then it's not at equilibrium pa. So we have that one. So this time, this is at 100 Kelvin. So mo ni ang at equilibrium, it's constant 100K, 1000 Kelvin. Now, so we have also, why is it 1 man ang imong power class? Why is it 1?
Kay gi-minus ang katong coefficients sa kuan, ma'am, mga reactants.
Okay, giminus. So what is, pila di ang coefficient sa product?
2, ma'am.
2? 2. Okay. Is it 2? How many moles of CO2 present in the product? Okay, let's find N here, ha? Okay, so in this equation, how many moles of calcium carbonate, carbon dioxide present?
1 ra, ma'am.
1. Okay. What about sa ang how many moles of calcium oxide?
2, ma'am.
1. 2.
Asa ka mo?
Isa ra, ma'am.
1.
1, ma'am.
Okay, only the coefficients, class. Only the coefficients. Now remember, class, that only gases and aqueous solutions can be easy. Can only participate in reversible reactions. So, dili na, di ba, when we write the KC here, we do not include the solids and the liquids. We only include the gases. So here we have only how many moles of gases, okay? And here is moles of gases. And here is the change of moles of gases in the product in your reactant. So how many moles of gases present in your product?
1, ma'am.
1. Only 1. Okay. What about how many moles of gas present in your reactant?
Isa?
Wala, ma'am.
Gas,
Wala.
ma'am?
Wala.
Gas.
Sa
Wala.
reactant?
Okay, yes.
Wala.
Okay. Now remember, Jud class, N is the number of moles of your gas. Okay, ha? Number of moles of gases present in your reaction. So we have that one. So that's why here it's 1. So N is equal to 1. 1 minus 0, that's 1. Okay. That is 1. And then look, class, okay, no question na ha. That's because it's negative 1. Because our formula, real formula is this one. Kp is equal to Kc times RT raised to the power of n. Okay, now we are to find the value of our Kc. How are we going to do that? So we will just divide.
Divide both sides by
Okay, divide both sides by
KC.
Kc. Gusto man na to Kc atong ipabilin.
KP. K pressure, pressure constant.
Divide both sides by Kp. Okay. Now, class, when you divide, inana class, no, when you divide both sides, i-make sure nga, ang kato atong i-divide, mo to atong gustong mawala. We are going to find Kc. Ang Kc na ara. So, unsaon man na siya nga, siya na lang isa mabilin dire.
1, ma'am. I-divide ang RT to the power of
Okay,
N, ma'am, sa
divide
KP.
nato both sides by RT raised to the power of n. Kay aron x ana cancel, then we will be left with Kp over RT is equal raised to the power of n, that is equal to Kc. 'Di ba? Mabili nato ani Kc na lang when we divide both sides by RT. Okay. So that one. So we have Kc here. So that's why Kc is equal to Kp over RT raised to the power of n. Now here class, dapat divide na siya dira to have just 1. Now wala man niya gi-divide, so any number rate, so iyahan na lang din siyang gi-raise og -1. Na kuan pa nimo ang nahimo siyang -1 kay iya man gisaka. When we have 1, okay ha, 1/2. Okay, how are you? Pila man ang 1/2 kung himuon nimo siyang whole number?
0.5.
2, ma'am.
Okay.
5, ma'am.
Simula magsulat eh. Okay ha. Alright, so it's 0.5. Now, gusto na ako kanang dili decimal point. So, if A raised to B,
-1.
negative, okay. If I have this one, A1/A, that is equal to A raised to the -1. Okay. Ha? 1/A, that is equal to A raised to the -1. So here, what happened here is 2.1 times 10 to the -4. That is 0.0821 times 1,000 raised to the 1. Raised to 1. No? Hina naman siya. But, gusto na ko siyang i-times kani. Gusto na ko isaka ang imong kani nga number. So, that will be 2.1 times 10 raised to the -4. Copy lang ang imong numerator. Times 0.0821 times 1,000 raised to the -1. Kiki, ato man siyang gisaka. Like this one. Okay. A1/A is equal to A raised to the -1. Okay. So, pwede na mga class, kung di mo kay ganahan -1 pa ninyo, i-divide na ninyo, then that's raised to +1 kung division inyong gamiton. Okay. So, follow. Question daw.
Excuse me, ma'am. If ever kung ang equation kay 3 ang gases. So, i-minus to siya sa 1. So,
Basta.
may possibility nga may mong 2 ang
Okay. If ever ang equation kay all gases, ang imong reaction,
Yes, ma'am.
o di, and product minus reactant. So, how many gases present in your product? Minus how many gases present, how many moles of gases present in your reactant. The moles there are your coefficients.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ha? So, mao na siyang na 1 na siya dira class because 1 minus 0. Okay. Okay. Now, let's go. Sige, no question there. So, simple ko lang din dira class. Math, you calculate, then you will get 2.6 times 10 to the -6. Okay, so that's it. Now, let's move on. Okay, so when we have QC is less than to KC, it means that before equilibrium pa siya, no? When we have KC, di ba? KC is at equilibrium. Now, when the value of our QC is gamay kaysa sa atong KC, it means wala pa siya naabot at equilibrium. What will happen there? Your reaction will favor your product. So, move forward siya. Kaya wa pa siya naabot sa Kc. No? Look here, class. Nakita ninyo ano yung cylinder?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when QC is less than 2 Kc, that's the reaction will favor favors the formation of our product. Why? Because when we have Kc, which is 1, if suppose, okay, all right, I have a line bar here. Okay, now we have Kc here. Na Kc, diri. Kc. Okay, so this is 1. This is the value of this is 5 na lang. 5. Suppose Kc is equal to 5. Alalain kay Jude class, di kay ko kasulat. Kc is equal to 5. Now, if your QC, imong QC is here. Anaan na lang ninyo na pagsabot class. QC. Your QC is na diri 4. 4, ano ni siya diri? 2. Okay, ha. Then, dapat kay QC diri. Which is 8. Okay. So, class, when you have this line, what will happen if you have gamay ra imong QC? Gamay pa imong QC. It will
Favor sa product.
Okay, it will go forward. Okay, so that one. Mupadulong siya sa KC. Kaya moadto man siya sa equilibrium. Here. Now, when it's forward reaction, so it means it favors the product formation. Now, if your QC is greater than KC, so what will happen?
Backward.
Mo backward kay okay, because the rule there, our reactions must achieve or maabot siya sa equilibrium. Okay, so if this is the case, then when it's backward, so it favors the formation of our reactant. So this is lang, inaniuna ninyo pagunahon na ang Kc, di na kayo maglisod na Kc less than. So if you have a line bar, so when QC is gamay pa sa Kc, that means it will go forward. Naapa siya sa left. Naapa siya sa left sa ato ang line bar. Okay. Now, we have that one. Okay. So this one class, okay, you check this one. All right. Okay, so paspaso na to. Now we have the blue. Okay, we have molecules here. We have a molecule A and then it yields to molecule B. Now it says that A is the red. A is red. Kimo niya tong A. The reactants are in red. Then the blue one are the products. Calculate Kc from the actual reaction data. Okay. Then use the number spheres. From depiction to calculate QC and compare Kc to determine direction. Okay, so we have here to find our Kc. Kc is equal to
Product over reactant.
okay, so our product is B. So we have this one B over A. Now the concentration is, for the concentration of B, it is
1.2 times 10 raised to the power of negative 4.
okay. Then we have the concentration of A, that is
2.8.
2.8 times 10 raised to negative 4.
okay to the negative 4. Okay, so we don't write molar na diri class ha. We don't write molar because our Kc is unitless. The concentration is divided by the standard state. So this one, B, is always divided by 1 molar. Okay. 1.2 times 10 to the negative 4 molar is always divided by 1.0 molar. Okay, i-divide siya sa iyang standard state. Okay, so that's the case. We have 0.43 atong Kc. Now, which direction does the reaction shift in each molecular scenes? Okay, so this is at any given time. We have picture A is at any given time. Picture 2 is at any given time. Picture 3 here, maybe kanina equilibrium or unsa to. Then, basta kaning mga nasa to illustration is at any given point of time. And then, gihatagan kaniya ani nga concentration. Okay, so by that, QC, let's write, okay, in order to get QC is just product over reactant. So, let's count how many moles of products present in picture 1. So picture 1 has how many moles?
8.
8. Okay, so that's why 8 here divided by the reactant is
2.
2.
1, 2. Okay, so your QC is 4.0. Now, if you have QC which is 4.0 and your KC is 0.43, in what direction will the reaction proceed?
Backward, backward, ma'am, backward.
Okay,
Backward.
KC.
Yes, backward ma'am kay mas greater ang QC.
Then your QC is greater sa KC. Naadiri mong QC. So it will go
Backward.
okay to the left, backward or to the left. Okay. Now what about number 2? Number 2 is
Sa tunga lang ma'am. No net change should
Equilibrium na siya,
happen.
ma'am.
number 2
Process
is
lang.
why
No
my
need change.
sige, storyhin na lang ko. That's how many moles of products we have? 3 over
7.
3 over 7, that is
7.
0.43. Okay, so your QC is here. It's equal to your
Equilibrium.
KC. So it's at equilibrium. Then what about number 3?
4 divided by
Forward ma'am.
Kuan, ma'am.
4
Backwards,
over
ma'am.
6.
6.
Forward na siya, ma'am? I know.
Forward,
Ayun.
Backwards,
Yeah.
ma'am.
4 over
Forward.
6. Okay, 4 over 6 and that is 0.67. Dako paghihapon
Backwards,
no.
ma'am.
Nara na dire.
Dako.
Okay. So
Sideward
still
na.
backward. Okay, to the left. What about number 4?
2 over
Kuan,
8.
ma'am.
Forward.
Forward, ma'am.
Forward na siya kay 25.
Forward na siya ma'am.
2 over
2 over 8.
Awit.
Nawala si ma'am.
2 over
Si ma'am.
is to the right. Okay, so it's forward.
Forward.
Okay.
Putol-putol yun si ma'am.
Okay, so it's forward. So in another class, it's better align. Okay, right rin mo mag to our slides. So dapat tayo mga ice. So have you studied the ice table? Diba? All ice wala. So it's okay. Jump sa
Hello
tanan.
ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, putol-putol ka, ma'am.
Putol
Ma'am,
ka ma'am.
nagputol ka.
Choppy kayo.
Nagdag ma'am po.
Bagyong udit na po day.
Ano or kung laptop sige be. Managed ka. Okay, so class, kadungog pa muna ko.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, from ana nga slide, let's jump to Le Chateliers. Pero have you studied the ice table? Kinsay na naka-review sa ice table?
Ako, ma'am,
ICE.
gamay. Ako,
Kinsay
ma'am,
si
gamay.
Kyle?
Gamay ra po, ma'am.
Okay.
Ako,
All
ma'am,
right.
wala.
That's good. Ikaw po, Adrian?
Ako, ma'am, wala.
It's okay. Sige. All right. So, let's jump let's jump to our our Le Chateliers. Then we will go back sa atong ice table. Le Chateliers and then we'll do the labsa. So here, okay, so what does Le Chateliers? Okay, it's a name of a person and it states that
When the system.
okay, kinsay naka-review, kinsay nagtanaw sa tong laboratory.
Ma'am, nag-present ka, ma'am?
Basta
Unix
ko.
na, ma'am.
O pa ko okay. Wala ko kuan. Nag-present ko actually but wala siya.
Wala ni move.
Wala nag-cooperate.
Oh, it should not cooperate good. Okay, so we have okay. Wala nag-move. Okay, let's move daw. Okay, sige, paminaw lang sa mo class. So we have that one Le Chatelier is it's in honor to a person who is Henry Louis Le Chatelier. Okay, so Le Chateliers because class, 'di ba we are always trying to be in balance, to be at equilibrium.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Nawala
How in
na.
life and kaya sa so ganun.
Sana ba nga?
Nag-cut na.
Nag-rap na si ma'am.
Putol.
Danagram,
Ah.
ma. Danagram.
Rapper man di ka, ma'am. Wala mi na-aware.
Unsa man mga kuan kaayo. Oh, sige ha. We are kaniha in life. We always want to be stable. We always want to be at equilibrium, at balance financial. Balance imo savings ug balance pud imong kuan, imong paggasto sa kwarta. So balance. Then we
Balance
have
diet.
Nagastador ba ng balance?
nawala na yung balance kay nag-sale man ang Shopee. Okay, pag sale sa Shopee, nawala ng balance. So that's it. Just like that one, our reactions always want to be at equilibrium. However, there are lots of stresses that will maabot jud na that there are lots of stresses na abot. And then with that or di ba kita na anay na daghan na sale sa Shopee so gipalit na nato tong kwarta. Wala na ta na imbalance na ta. Wala tayo petong sudan. And then we will try na pud na mabalance na pud nga makakita na pud tag kwarta for us to palit na pud og food for today and for the next day. Nga nawala naman ta to. So we are trying to compensate kung unsa tong nawala sa ato. So like our chemical reactions, when a chemical system is at equilibrium, then that came into it, so ma-imbalance siya, but then the system will always return by shifting,
Will restore.
okay, by shifting and then to reduce the stress. Okay, so example, in chemistry, in a chemical reactions, what are those stresses that can affect equilibrium? Okay, so we have Adrian. Can you give one? What are those
Unsa?
equilibrium?
Isugan yun.
What are
Hala.
the stresses that can affect equilibrium? Give me one na lang.
O kabalo mamay.
Kataw. O di bakit natin
Stress.
sige katong o katong sa kuan.
Kalimot. Kalimot ko.
If we
Tamparage.
if we have sige kaning mag-save kahit ta ganan ta kayo and then naabot ang Shopee nag-sale. So mo to stress na nato ang Shopee. So it's a stress that makes our life imbalance. Okay, so like for a chemical reaction, unsa man ang makapa-change sa chemical reaction? Now go back to your chemical kinetics. What are those things?
Temperature. Mass.
Concentration,
Okay,
Tem-
so just like
temperature.
that one. In chemical kinetics, the temperature, the pressure, the volume, the mass, the catalyst, they are stresses. Ay, but pagabot dito, dila siya stress ha. They are the factors that will increase the rate of reaction or decrease. Inana ha? Also in equilibrium, the factors that can affect equilibrium also is okay, or the stresses are your ano sa to?
Depressed.
Are your
Temperature.
okay,
Mass.
Concentration,
concentration,
pressure,
pressure.
volume, catalyst.
Okay, so those things also are the stresses in equilibrium. Okay, so that's it. Now let's go to Le Chatelier. According to Le Chatelier, when the concentration of any reactants or products in a reaction at equilibrium, okay, when it's at equilibrium na class, but then you change the concentration. Okay, let's talk more about the concentration. You change the concentration of the reactant or you change the concentration of your product. So your reaction, the composition of the equilibrium mixture changes. Okay, so the reaction will change direction so as to minimize the effect of the change of the stress para mo iya na siyang maningkamot siya og balik, maningkamot siya og balik sa equilibrium by moving forward or by going backward. Okay. All right. Okay pa class? So, Le Chatelier, when the concentration of any of the reactants or products in a reaction at equilibrium is changed, the composition of the equilibrium mixture changes so as to minimize the effect of concentration change. Okay, so it will, maningkamot siya to minimize the stress and to compensate kung unsay nawala. Okay, we have this one.
Nag-white ra lagi ma'am imong slide.
Okay,
Wala,
naghang
Naghanguro.
siya.
Wa dyan next ba? Makalibog.
Okay, pero sige ha, ana ra to ha, kung ang Le Chatelier, storya ra siya, it states that kung mag-change gali imong reactant, kung i-change nimo ang reactant or ang imong product, ang imong reaction, ang imong equation maningkamot na ang reaction maningkamot siya og balik into equilibrium by going forward or by going backward.
So, mura siya i-restore niya yung kaugalingon, ma'am.
Yes,
Para
definitely in ana iyahang statement ang chemical reaction maningkamot siya to restore the balance
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Murag kita gud og forest when the forest is disturbed. So manguanan ta maningkamot dayon ta to restore sa ato ang forest. Okay. Okay, so hala, uy, hinay kayo ang internet ay.
Kaulanon, ma'am.
Sorry. Namo na jud ni. Sige, kit na ni, be patient na lang tita, guys. Okay, so we have this one. Okay, please read. Sige, please read. Teresa. Naa? Okay, si Rabanes. Pantalan, si Kyle. Christian.
Ma'am.
Okay,
Ayan,
please read.
Wala niya kuha ang habol. When a chemical system at equilibrium is subjected to a mass, the system will return to the equilibrium by shifting or reduce the system. If the concentration increases, the system reacts to the consumed sum of it. If the concentration decreases, the system reacts to to produce some of it.
Okay. Pero maraglahi yung gibasa. Okay, so we have
Ma'am,
when a
sorry,
chemical...
nakain ko. Okay lang.
Okay. Alright. So we have
Aha.
when a chemical system at equilibrium is subjected to a stress, the system will return the equilibrium by shifting to reduce the stress. Okay, so that's it. It will restore. So what to siya. Okay, that is Le Chatelier. Okay, now we have this one. If we have this PCl3 plus Cl2, and then it will yield to this one. PCl5, phosphorus pentachloride. Okay, so what's the name of this one, the reactant? Yes?
Kanang first reactant, ma'am?
Okay. This one.
Phosphorus. Phosphorus man ang ma'am, no?
Potassium chloride, ma'am.
Wait sa phosphorus.
Potassium K.
Chloride, ma'am.
Ma'am, phosphorus trichloride? Ay, try ba? Ay, puro man.
Purpural.
Okay, yes. So we have phosphorus, then we have 3 trichloride. Okay, potassium phosphorus trichloride. Okay, so if we have this one PCl3 and then we have Cl2, then we also have this PCl5. Now, what will happen if you will increase the concentration of your PCl? If we increase the concentration of our PCl3, then there will be more PCl3, di ba? Kung padaghanon na to yung concentration, so more PCl3, mas daghang PCl3 to react with Cl2. Now, kung daghan og so more concentration of PCl3 will react with Cl2, then as a result, there will be an increase, or there will be formation of our PCl5.
Increase ang PCL5.
Okay. So we have that one. If we increase our PCl3, then there will be daghan king concentrations of PCl3 to react with our Cl2. Then, for sure, there will be a favor of your product formation. So it will move forward. Now, so a shift to the right. Okay, there will be a shift to the right. Now, what will happen if we, if we maintain the concentration of PCl3 and then you add more Cl2, what will happen?
Decrease.
Unsa to, ma'am?
Decrease
What
na.
will,
Unsa to, ma'am?
Pardon, ma'am?
what
Mo
will
change it.
happen if you increase the concentration of Cl2?
Mo change in direction pa
Mo
go.
increase pod ang kuan, ma'am. Mo increase pod ang PCl, ang potassium trichloride.
Hmm? What will happen? Okay, yes, increase, and then what will happen? Will it go forward or will it go backward?
Word,
Mo
ma'am.
kuan siya, ma'am. Moagto siya sa kuan, ma'am. Forward.
Forward. Okay, class. Naon na ninyo na class. Kung ang isa, kung nakay padaghanon sa imong reactant, mo forward na siya, padulong siya sa iyang product. Kung nakay ipuno sa imuhang product, moadto na siya sa imuhang opposite class. Moadto siya sa reactant. Inanara. Pero ang inato jud ha, when you increase the concentration of PCl3, so there will be more daghan na molecules to react with Cl2, and then that's why it will favor the product formation, so it will go forward. Okay. So na opposite to siya ko nang sa una ako maguna-una ko nauna na ko opposite. Okay, pero mao to siya explanation. Then what will happen? Okay, let's go back ha. Because what will happen if we increase the concentration of PCl5?
Mo shift siya to backwards, ma'am, or left.
Decrease.
Okay, increase. Ayaw sa tanawan ninyo ng green
Increase.
class. I-increase
Increase,
mo ang concentration sa PCl5. What will happen?
Move
The system
backward.
will make the PCl5 decrease, ma'am. So mo shift siya to left, ma'am, or backwards.
Mag-backward yung movement.
Okay, so it will shift backward. So that's it. So it's to minimize the stress, okay, to reduce the distraction the disturbance. So moadto siya to the left. Okay. So what because in katong gibasa ganina ni Christian, it says also there that if the concentration increases, the system reacts to consume some of it. So iha ipa-react, so it will move forward or backward to consume huruto niya. Now, what if, so that's why mo ana jud tag-opposite din ihang direction, opposite kung asa siya gikan. Kung naa siya sa reactant, imong padaghanon ang reactant, then move forward siya, moadto siya sa product. Then what will happen also if we increase katong naa sa product, then it will go backward. It will go to the reactant. Now, if we have this one, what will happen if we decrease the concentration of Cl2? What will be the direction of your
Kuan, ma'am. Mo shift siya to left, ma'am, para mo dako ang Cl2.
Yes, so it will shift to the left.
Ma'am, unsa to, ma'am? CL2 ang mo
Yes.
decrease?
Okay, if we decrease Cl2, it will shift to the left. Why? Because katong gihapon gistorya ni Christian, if the concentration decreases, the system reacts to produce some of it. Okay. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. Okay, so that's one. So if you decrease, if you decrease the reactant, so asa it will shift to the
Left.
okay. So if you decrease the concentration of your product, it will shift to the
Left, ma'am. Para mo increase.
if you decrease the concentration of your product.
Right.
Kuan, ma'am, right, ma'am, para mo increase ang product.
To move
Oh.
forward siya.
Oh, yes. Okay, Nana. So, in another class, when we increase the concentration, the direction will shift opposite kung asa ang imong gipunan. Now, when you decrease, it will move or it will shift kung asa ka nagkuha. Dito, mabalik kag gihapon kay iyahang punan. So, if kuhaon na to ang Cl2, so ang imuhang reaction will shift to the left gihapon para iyang punan og daghan na Cl2. If kuhaon nimo imong PCl5 dito padulong imuhang reaction para mapunan niya ang PCl5 pa jud. Okay. Ang isa opposite kung increase and then decrease is the same. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have this one which is in class. Sa sunod mag-download na lang mo sa inyo ang PowerPoint atong i-discuss so that parihaan ni. Wa mo mabasa. Okay, we have this one. Okay, i-write down ninyo ba? Write 2H2S
Ma'am, unsa na nga
Di
na
mabasa,
page, ma'am?
2H2S.
Unsa na ka nga page, ma'am? Kailan taon na ako sa akong gi-download.
Sige, isulat ninyo sa inyong papel class.
17.12 ma'am no?
17.12. Oh. Okay ha? Katong wala 17.12, we have 2H2S plus O2. Then we have 2S, which is solid, plus 2H2O. We have that one, Okay, we have that reaction. So what will happen to, we have this question, letter A. What will happen to our water, to the water, which is H2O, if we add O2? If we add more oxygen, what will happen? It will shift.
Right.
Left.
It
Right.
will, what will happen? Okay. So our O2, asa nga itong O2? Nasa reactant. Okay, nasa reactant atong O2 ha. Nagana na siya atong left. Okay, our O2 is in the reactant. Now, if we add more of it, what will happen to the product? What will happen to the product? What will happen to the water?
Decrease, ma'am.
Will decrease?
Increase, ma'am.
Will increase. Because when we add more oxygen, it means that daghan na noong concentration of oxygen to react with our H2S. So that means that mas daghan iyahang ma-form na product. So by that, our reaction will shift to the right. Okay, to the right, class, to the right, then H2O will increase. Question?
Wala ma'am.
Okay. So what will
Ma'am,
happen?
excuse me, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay ha? When we add more O2, so there will be many molecules of O2 that will react to our H2S. By that, kung daghan na kayong concentration, then of course, mudaghan imuhang product. So, imong H2O nga product, so it will increase. And then, of course, the direction is shift to the right. Okay. So what will happen? Okay, letter C. What will happen if O2, what will happen to oxygen? Oxygen ha? Unsay mahitabo sa oxygen when H2S is removed. Kung kwaon na to ang H2S.
Decrease.
To the left ma'am.
Mo shift siya
When-
from left to left, ma'am.
Okay.
Mo increase siya, ma'am.
Okay, so sakto no, it will shift to the left. Okay, to the left. Kaya naman siya sa reactant.
Hala, choppy kayo.
Wala niya kaayo diri sa amo, pwedeng po ba?
So,
Sila ma'am, buhay pa ma'am. Sorry. Ano mo mga tao dali?
Wala na jud.
Musta naman eh?
Wala si ma'am.
Mahuman jud tarog dali.
Yung pagdali, uy.
Damo
Okay,
sa slide.
Okay,
Wala
wala
pa.
niya ha?
Wala.
White screen.
What's dito jud?
Never told you.
Ariel. Sige na, Ariel. Ikaw na ikuan. Tudlo.
Explain Ariel. Tide
Siguro,
and rocks.
wag kita kitag slide.
Nawala na.
Left si ma'am.
Wala na slide. Wala na yun.
Guys,
Wala.
hydrogen din ang
Joel.
H2S.
Oo,
Ay.
Sulfur, goro.
hydrogen sulfide. Okay, ako'y mag-present. Joke.
Okay, thank you.
Zombie. What you gotta do, sir? What you gonna do with a big back butt?
Ready na ba sa exam sa child?
Ako na lang magklase, guys.
Sige.
To the bone. Wow ka na. Sige.
Nice. So,
Darya.
saan man na?
Explain yan.
Oy, guys, nakoy something.
Something's crazy.
Chika na po si Jumel.
Na ako'y pangutana ba?
Unsa gani? Jumel, unsa?
Dali, Jumel.
Wamo ba daw siya?
Kuan. If we put ba oxygen without knowing which is the O2, kanang kuan sa water sa H2O kay di ba it's possible nga kanang basta
Increase sa Jumel. Basta madungagan og O2.
Basta madungagan ang kuan ang O2 atong
Oxygen.
mixture kay i-decrease siya sa kuan sa system, so mo shift siya to the right para ma-decrease, so dako tong H2O mo increase.
mapunan ang H2O sa O2, no?
Baka to ba? Mato 2H2S plus O2 then Dayon then ang product kay H2O. Then kung
Oo,
usa daw
tapos
mahitabo sa H2O then usa daw mahitabo sa H2O kung ang O2 kay mo increase.
daghan,
So
daghan.
ang system kay decrease ya. So mo shift siya to the right, meaning ang mga reactants mo gamay, dayon ang mga products mo dako.
Ah,
Sa mao na ang kana na result. Ang
Ang kaning product
result
ba
ba?
always gid kay dako?
Unsa?
Ang kaning product ba always gid siya taas kaysa sa reactant?
Dili depende. Kung palitan ang ang product ay kay gi increase. So ang system pabalikon to siya, mo decrease ang product. So unsa maahamat siya mo shift para mo decrease ang product ba sa left.
Pa
So mo
Sa left,
increase
pa
mo decrease
backward.
ang product, ha?
Tapos
So mo
tapos
increase ang product. So mo decrease ang product para mo shift siya to the left para mo decrease ang product. Ang reactant pud ato mo increase pud siya. So sabay sila. If mo shift sa left, mo increase ang reactant, mo decrease ang product. If mo shift sa right, mo increase ang product, mo decrease ang reactant.
Decrease ang reactant.
salamat
so
sa
bali-bali.
Okay, let's start our oral
Oh,
recitation.
bali-bali.
Basta Kyle, moro yun nondoman Kyle, basta ka nang basta mag-increase ang katong reactant, mag-decrease ang product.
Oh, blita,
Sakto ba?
if magbutang ka og change, if magbutang ay imong una-unaon kung if magbutang ka og change sa system sa equilibrium, balikon gyud to sa system, kompletan. If ang reactant if increase nimo, ang system i-decrease na siya. If ang product i-decrease nimo, ang system increase na siya. Ngana.
Murag ang
So
system
sa
ang
una
mag-adjust
increase dapat mo
para
shift siya sa left or mo shift siya sa right.
murag ang system ang mag-adjust para ma-equilibrium siya.
Yes, i-adjust sa system para
Right.
maka-attain gyapon sa equilibrium.
Oh.
Kay dili man balance if naka-i-change.
Na uy.
Nawala si ma'am?
indot man
Nalet si
sides na.
ma'am. Nalet.
Wala na jud ay si ma'am. Mag-unsa man ta dire?
Nakatuon na mo sa chat. Excited na mo.
Good
Dili.
for one week raman po to.
Patay na. Ba?
Pero unya guro
Mo answer na mo.
Naka-answer
Gusto
Pila
tayo
man to
i-post
ka-
katong una niyang
Oo,
ilang yung score sa IT.
Siling na ako magbase ra to.
ang part 1 nga exam guro kay tanan nga nahimuan niyang microquizzes kay hingon man siya maghimuan niya microquizzes kanan di ba? So lima pa man iyang nahimuan. So ingon diya siya nga duha ka part atong exam. Ang part 1 kay 50 items, ang part 2 kay 60 items.
Ang part 1 kay kato nahimuan niya micro-quizzes tong
atay.
1 to 5, then ang part 2 kay 6
Oo.
to 17. Tas kayo
Pero ting daghan na
12 ka topics.
O para ba ko
kadaghan.
Kuhaan.
Uy, unsay answer atong
Pila ka attempt na yan kay.
ang exam kay sa akong nadunggan ni ma'am kay 3 attempts. Good for 1 week.
duha raman tali.
Okay ra, okay.
Dili ba
Sa
duha?
micro-quizzes duha, sa
Micro-quiz may duha.
Oo,
Exam
sige,
man,
sige.
Sila in
Okay, Emma, dahil ikaw na pa explain Emma.
scores ite.
Giyak
Ano
lang.
yung score sa IT?
Mo wala pagani ko.
Kuan. 30 kabalo ka si Ariel. Kuan break ki si Ariel 39.
Sana all.
Humana di ay mo.
Nga ikaw, Jumel.
Jumel, perfect na.
Tara ng Jumel.
39 si Ariel. Ay, sana all kayo. Yung giunsan mo, Ariel.
Ikaw
Anda
ba?
ka?
Ikaw.
Kana lang, perfect.
Ikaw.
Wagi ko eh. Naibal.
Guys, sa chat baka
An gani.
Sana all.
Atong mga answer baka kay i-type kuan to kanang naay marong
Ako,
sa
pila ko?
capitalization.
Naa.
Ako, wala pa man ko
Pila
nag-take
ka?
good.
Sa
Kaya wala ko
man
balo.
dili- Kapital tanan kung kanan.
Kuan naman na yan ka ng, kuan na siya baka ng, butoy, malibog ka kay, usay, marong ka sa capital letter, marong po ka sa,
Na.
Sa spelling, oy.
Unsay tinuod nga
Jud,
sa
naa.
atong Giselle theory? Giselle's theory is also known as, di ba, the maturational developmental theory man to. Unsay sakto di ay wrong lagi ko.
Dara ako maglisod kay pataka-taka ra ko.
walang tag one word, ramantali.
So, maturation na lang ibutang dito.
Naamang guys dagha at kuan.
Na marong gyapon maglibog.
Maturational nag-try pod ko. Wrong gyapon ko sa maturational.
Sakol. Yato ko na.
Maturational
Da, butang
developmental. Sound man ni oy.
development, ramantali.
Pero yung score sa PH, isa man to yung
Kuha ka na. Dira ko na rong nahiyan. Natay. Match.
Sa
kuat kasi sa PH.
Church.
na mature. Lagi yun siya saktong answer. Kinsay
Asa
nakakorek.
siya nga test? Ay na, test.
Sa quiz 3 katong kay Giselle.
Quiz 3.
Maturational ra mo.
Oo. Katong Giselle's theory is also known as wrong lagi ang
Ang guro ibot.
maturational developmental theory. Ito to walay
Wrong
da.
po sa kuha.
Ang nya ko kay maturational.
Wrong ang maturational. Kaya nag-try ko maturational ka. Wrong ko.
Usa day, sakto ato day.
Unsa balikang
Basin ma-
question?
Giselle's
Pareha to.
theory is also known as
Also as.
katong basta na pa man sumpay pito pero katoy iyang first question. Giselle's theory is also known as
Sa
yung
ata,
answer
sa
kay
ata.
maturational developmental theory.
Di kapital. Oh, mo man din na. Kuha.
Basin kapila
Tapos walay
capital
da.
letter.
An ba gigon sa nimo ang M.
Sa spelling.
Naman good to dash. Di ba na
Dako,
sa
di mo ang
na
M?
sa module
O,
na ay
nas,
dash.
dapat.
Oh,
There's raman ata tong
Wala man guida nakabutang ko dali. Oh, naibas.
Walay naka-check.
bo.
10 letters
Oh,
ang good to, pero wala mo 10
Butang,
letters
maghapon.
dito good.
15 letters, 10 letters ang answer.
Dili ba, ang katong mga bagis-bagis dito, ihapon ko itong mga 10 letters na to.
Wow.
Pero
Yung
wala
sa may
man siya
answer,
dito
Adi.
good.
Tapos katong sa kuan kay Bronfin Benners katong what theory views child development? Usa to Bronfin Brenner's ecological system theory or walay Bronfin Benners?
na ako ag
Baka
suwaya na
kuan,
po
cyclic
Johnson Trainers
satisfied.
o complete dayon katong lahi na po wrong gyapon.
Wala mo take tanan.
Ecological systems theory ra walay Bronfin Benners kinsa nakakorek wala gihapon.
Oo, mo na nahiyan. Ecological systems theory.
Uy, mali.
Walay
Wala.
Bronfin Benners.
Mali ka.
So unsa kanang ang ecological systems theory kapital ang by word.
Ang Una lang, ecological, tapos sa system po ang S, tapos sa theory ang T.
Okay, okay. Salamat.
Pila yung score sa PE na hiyan?
Ha?
Sa PE.
PE? 16 man tong ako pero ambot may nusan to niya o daily. Bahala siya.
Wala ramang kakaning pa. Susunod.
Nag-send manggod ko niya, pero lahi lang ako kay screenshot. Ang kay Ariel kay gisulat man nila sa bond paper.
Na si Ariel kay
Ang mga
18
math
ang
major, Jud.
dayon 8 ako ni Ariel tapos nahimo na lang 8.
Boom panis.
Ang math, Jud, kina ay, na 3, na 4. Na minusan sila, luya. Ito, sayang ka, ayun akong tag-score.
Sayang kayo yung score.
Samot,
Sige
nag-ako
na
man.
guys,
Sila score ni
murot ako kay
Nahiyan.
murot akong load.
16 daw.
Mato na Jud ko, katulog ko, kamat.
Sana all.
Muot na ako guys kay mahurot akong load di ka klase.
Dari, di si Rolds.
Lakaw eh. Paragas.
Matulog, si Adrian, on. Tulog.
Jumel.
Balik. What you gonna do, sir?
Oy, Jumel, pamati, God.
Jumil daw, Jumil. Ay, sa gali, kagali. Basta ang sa right mo, move og right kay ang reactant mo.
Unsa?
Basta ang move og right.
Tulog ko kanina, nagsura si mama, Joke. Unsa? Oh. Unsa man? Unsa man? Unsa hidden?
Ako na lang gi-chat Jumel oy kay dili ka kadungo.
Unsa?
Sa chat ba sa tulo ka attempt pwede ra dili karon jud ka na no. Open for 1 week.
Yes, Zel, unsa man?
Oh, kadungog man ko. Baka hinay ko signal guro. Oh, mga ilang giingon daw di. Okay ra na ay ako ra nang nay. Ipito ko kag